Dear children, the last geography class, the lithosphere, we have studied about the internal forces that change the face of the earth. Today, in this session, we are going to learn about the external forces like temperature, wind, rainfall, river, and glaciers that make changes on the face of the earth. External forces. External forces are the natural forces that modify the surface of the earth. The important forces are temperature, wind, rainfall, snowfall, river, glaciers, etc. Weathering. Weathering is the wearing away or breaking down or gradual disintegration of rocks by agents like temperature, rainfall and wind, which are present in the atmosphere. There are three types of weathering. They are at first mechanical weathering. When the rock is broken and disintegrated without any chemical alteration, the process is called physical weathering or mechanical weathering. The important process of mechanical weathering are granular disintegration, block disintegration and exfoliation. Temperature, wind and frost are the important agents of mechanical weathering. Chemical weathering. Chemical weathering takes place due to the mixing of gases in the rainwater. It is mainly brought about by the action of substance dissolved in rainwater. There are four types of chemical weathering. They are oxidation. When the rainwater is mixed with the oxygen and come in contact with the iron in the rocks, the rocks decompose. The process is called oxidation. Carbonation. When the rainwater falls on limestone rocks, the calcium carbonate present in the rocks absorb carbon dioxide from rainwater and become calcium bicarbonate. Hydration. Hydration is the process by which some minerals crystalline form absorb water and become a powdery mass. Solution. Water is able to dissolve certain minerals like salt in the rocks. When the rain falls on the surface of the land, rainwater dissolves soluble minerals present in the rocks. Biological weathering. Living organisms like plants, animals and human beings play a role in one way or another in the weathering of rocks. The growth and expansion of roots of plants cause disintegration of rocks. Animals like rats and rabbits cause destruction of rocks. Mining, quarrying and construction work of human beings become reason for biological weathering. Denudation. Denudation is the action of changing the surface of the earth by various natural agents such as rivers, glaciers, underground water, wind and sea waves. Rivers. The river is the most prominent agent of denudation. A mass of fresh water flowing from its source to mouth along a definite course is called river. The place where a river takes birth is called source. The place where the river meets sea or ocean is called mouth. Tributaries are the feeders or small streams which supply water to river along its course. The point where a tributary joins the main river is called confluence. Course of the river. The course of a river from its source to mouth is divided into 3 stages. The first stage is called the upper course. In the upper course, the river mainly carries on vertical erosion. Vertical erosion is most common due to steep slopes leading to deepening of valleys. It results in the formation of gorges, canyons, V-shaped valleys and waterfalls. The middle course. During the middle course, the river widens its valley and deposits part of its load. In this course, the river path has a moderate slope and velocity is less than that of the upper course. The important landforms in this stage are alluvial fans and meanders. The lower course. In this stage, the slope of the river course is very minimum. The volume of river water is more and deposition is the main work of the river. The important landforms in the course are flood plains, natural levees, oxbox lakes and deltas. The work of the river is called fluvial cycle. Glacier. Glaciers are slowly moving compacted masses of ice and snow found in the higher mountains and polar regions. Glaciers are divided into 2 types. They are continental glaciers and mountain glaciers. Continental glaciers are extensive ice sheet found in polar regions. Greenland and Antarctica are the example for continental glaciers. Mountain glaciers. It is also called alpine or valley glaciers. The glaciers found in the polar regions are called mountain glaciers. As an agent of denudation, glacier performs the work of erosion, transportation and deposition. The erosional work of glacier is mainly side cutting. The landforms resulting by this are cirque, horn, arrayed, U-shaped valley, hanging valleys. The transportation and the deposition work of glaciers goes almost together. The important depositional landforms produced by glaciers are moraines, drumlines, esker, camps, outwashed plains, till players. Moraines are the most important landforms on the glaciated regions. Moraines are four types. They are lateral moraines, rock debris deposited along the sides of the glacier valley is called lateral moraines. Medial moraines. When two lateral moraines meet, it forms medial moraines. Ground moraines. They are the rock materials found on the floor or at the bottom of a glacier valley. Terminal moraines. The glacial deposits found at the end of the glaciers is called terminal moraines. The work of glacier is called glacial cycle. Underground water. Underground water is the subsoil water found on account of percolation or seepage of water into the ground. The underground water which seep into the ground passes through various layers of rocks. The rocks which allow the water to percolate is called pervious or porous rocks, and the rocks which do not allow the water inside are called impervious or non-porous rocks. The porous rock beds which hold a large amount of underground water are called aquifer. The pervious rocks allows and hold water and form springs. A spring is a place where the underground water comes out naturally. There are different types of spring. They are, first one, perennial spring. Perennial spring is a spring through which water comes out continuously. Second one is intermittent spring. These are springs through which water comes out intermittently or not continuously. These springs are also called periodic spring. Third one is hot springs. Whenever warm or hot water comes out naturally, it is called hot spring or thermal spring. Hot springs are usually found near the volcanic regions. Geyser. Geysers throw a jet of hot water like a fountain and steam into the air at regular or irregular intervals. Lastly, artesian wells. When underground water is stored in a basin-shaped layer between two non-porous rocks, the water cannot come out naturally. If an artificial hole is made to the porous rock, the water comes out like a fountain. These are called artesian wells. These wells are common in Australia. The underground water perform the works of erosion, transportation and deposition. The work of underground water is predominant in limestone region. The important landforms associated with the underground water are lapis, sinkholes, limestone caves, salsitites, stalagmites, calcite pillars. Wind. The denudation work of wind is common in the arid or desert regions. When the winds of higher velocity blow over desert areas, they erode, transport and deposit materials to produce different landforms. The important landforms associated with the erosional work of the wind are rock pedestals, mushroom rock, Inselberg. The deposition landforms associated with the wind are sand dunes, longitudinal sand dunes, margins and loess deposits. Margins. Margins are semicircular or crescent-shaped sand deposits most common in the desert. Low is the sand particles found beyond the boundaries of desert. Sea waves. Like all other agents, sea waves are also an important exogenic agent of denudation. Sea waves are the regular undulation of water on the sea or ocean. The work of sea waves is significant along the seashore or coast. The important landforms associated with the sea waves are cliff, sea cave, sea stack, sea arch, headland, sandbars, beaches and lagoons.